From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News.
Welcome to a special edition of WDEL Video News, Super Tuesday Election Watch coverage. I'm Chris Carl. Well, Delaware was one of more than 20 states to cast ballots for presidential nominees yesterday, and turnout was impressive. 38% of Democrats voting, 28% of Republicans. That's compared to the 2004 turnout of 15% in the contested Democratic primary. The winners, Barack Obama on the Democratic side, John McCain for the GOP. We begin our team coverage with WDEL's Carl Konevsky, who was with the Obama campaign.
There were cheers all around when those in Obama's camp learned the Illinois senator had won Delaware's Democratic presidential primary. Lieutenant Governor John Carney says the success Obama had in Delaware and other states is just the beginning.
I think the energy will build for Senator Obama. I mean, he's got the vision, he's got the substance, and he's got the values that people trust to lead this country. And I think people, when they see him, when they hear him, when they experience his presence, his intellect, that'll convince people to support him.
State Treasurer Jack Markell, the first statewide elected official to endorse Obama, says he's proud of the work that was done.
He has an incredible team here that he put together in very short order, hundreds of volunteers, and a compelling message. I mean, to see the level of energy, the excitement, the enthusiasm, and all of the new people who he brought into politics, and he's brought them into a movement for national change. It's very exciting.
Markell says those new people and that new energy could be enough to put Obama over the top in Delaware and around the country in November. Reporting from Wilmington, I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Hillary Clinton supporters concede it was Barack Obama's campaign stop in Wilmington on Sunday that swayed voters his way. Voter Linda DeMaio of Wilmington says that was the magic touch.
I think it's just the turnout for voters, and I think that he was very strong in Wilmington. He did his rally in Rodney Square on Sunday, and I think that got a lot of people juiced up.
That Obama made a really big impression when he came to Wilmington. His rally was really important. He's extremely charismatic. He's a great candidate. Some people don't really look at the facts. They don't know the fact that Hillary's got more experience.
She and Bill never showed up in Delaware, so knowing that Michelle and Barack were here just 5 days before, I think she did real well, and we're happy with that.
Campaign workers say heavy voter turnout in Wilmington also helped Obama's campaign. On the Republican side, John McCain wins Delaware's 18 GOP delegates. WDEL's Brian Smith was with the McCain campaign.
It was a mood of celebration with a slight bit of relief mixed in at Madeline's Italian restaurant when John McCain's Delaware supporters heard that McCain had been projected as the winner during their gathering in Wilmington's Little Italy section. The campaign had been a bit apprehensive as the early numbers came in after reports on some Delaware blogs indicated that Mitt Romney had a strong showing. But that nervousness gave way once the Associated Press and other news organizations made the call for McCain. John Mitlusky, the Republican National Committeeman for Delaware, was among those hoping the blogs were wrong.
We're excited about the victory. We worked hard, ran a strong campaign here. It looks good for the senator across the country, and we're excited about November.
Congressman Castle was among those on hand. He said he thinks Delaware Republicans continue to like what McCain stands for.
People got to know him. They've seen him in action. He actually has done well in Delaware, even when he hasn't campaigned here in the past. And I think that Mayor Giuliani dropping out was a factor. I think there are a lot of Giuliani supporters in Delaware, and I would imagine, without knowing, that a majority of them went over to the McCain camp, so that made a difference.
Brian Smith, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Mitt Romney received 33% of the Delaware Republican vote. It was a somber mood, though, for Romney supporters gathered in Dover. The Delaware campaign's Vice Chairman Dave Burris feels Rudy Giuliani's support of McCain gave the Arizona senator an edge over Romney.
We were able to we had a lot of Giuliani supporters who came our way, but the leadership went his way, and obviously, he benefited greatly from having Congressman Castle and Governor Ridge come through the state on a little barnstorming tour where we were unable to get a surrogate here from the campaign. Just the resources, we had to put them where we thought they, could be most effective, and we knew we were fighting against the grain here, and we're I'm proud of everyone and the amount of work that we did to get as close as we did. When we're going to be closer, percentage points, we're going to be much closer in Delaware than New Jersey and then New York and some of the rest of the states in the Northeast. So we feel like we outperformed expectations, and short of a win, that's pretty much all you can ask.
Romney supporters continue to be cautiously optimistic about his run for president. Here's a look at how some of the major states voted on Super Tuesday.
As you look for your college experience, make sure you look at Wilmington College, your key to success.
When it comes to flooring, great style doesn't have to be expensive, especially when you shop at Carpet One Floor & Home. Our 1,000-store buying power gives you the best prices on hardwood, carpet, tile, laminate, and more, including brands you'll find exclusively at Carpet One Floor & Home, like Liz Claiborne Home, Good Housekeeping with Resista, and Lee's, all with guaranteed installation and no payments for 1 year. See how easy it is to find your perfect style. Shop in store, online, or in-home, only at Carpet One Floor & Home.
Well, exit polling shows nearly half of Tuesday's voters thought the economy was the most important issues facing the country. Less than a third said the war in Iraq was most important. 1 in 5 listed health care as the top issue.
I voted for Barack Obama.
And the reason?
Because I liked how he spoke when he went to Riding Square. When he was in Riding Square, it really inspired me a lot.
I think that John McCain, when he says straight talk, I think he means it. And I do know that he probably goes against some of the Republicans once in a while, but most of the time I agree with him.
I voted for somebody that's sort of out of the fray and standing above the fray, let's put it that way.
What does that mean? Does that mean McCain, or does it mean somebody like Ron Paul?
Ron Paul.
Really?
Yes. He's a strict constructionist. If it's not delineated in the Constitution, he's not having anything to do with it, and I think that's what we ought to be looking at this point.
I think it was the need for big change, so that's why I'm here.
So from saying that word change, I can presume Barack Obama.
Take it, yeah.
I'm not sure that anybody coming into the president of the United States is totally qualified.
So again, Delaware has its say on Super Tuesday. Barack Obama for the Democrats, John McCain for the Republicans. But overall, the race is far from over, with the next stop the Potomac primary, Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. next Tuesday, with delegate-rich states like Pennsylvania and Ohio yet to weigh in. I'm Chris Carl for the entire WDEL News team. Thanks for watching.